Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this wonderful playthrough of the new Nubian civilization. Forgive me while I reorient myself into this game. I'm picking it up after a few days. So I do recall the brutal onslaught of the jacked up Eagle Warriors with their oligarchy. Thankfully, we have the perfect counter in the jacked up archers of Nubia. Wow, I remember now. This was so sad. This pathetic. I have like two half holy sites. That is really sad. Anyway, I don't need holy sites. I have something better than holy site. I have these babies, these archers. So let me check my policies. I have production for archers, which is exactly what I need. And I bought land surveyors, which I guess I wanted to buy some better tiles. I probably wanted to buy this and this. This denies the city-state. So if you didn't know, the city's borders expand in such a way that it gets the first ring first, and then the second ring after that. Let me rephrase that. So it'll grow one out, all of those tiles first, before it gets anything from the third ring. It finishes the second ring first. And I mention that because Muscat here, this tile is better, the lumber mill tile, but because this marsh is in the second tier of the city-state, this marsh would naturally, the city-state would naturally grow to this marsh way before it would grow to this lumber mill, and so I wanted to secure this in my borders. Not that it's particularly amazing, but might as well. And of course the city-state will never buy a tile, so I know that this lumber mill is safe for quite a long time. Hit that next turn button, I think. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I did. This is going to expand in 6 turns, but I have the policy for cheap purchasing anyway. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. In terms of my goals right now, military is top priority. Some dreams of mine would be finishing at least one of these holy sites so that I can get the state workforce bonus. And what would be super sick is getting one of the best wonders in the game, which is pyramids. The reason I think pyramids is one of the best wonders in the game is A, it's pretty easy to build even on Deity because of the desert requirement. Desert isn't all that common, so it's fairly usually you don't have an AI just like insta build it. Occasionally that does happen, but it's the fact that it's still there means that the AI probably doesn't have a desert tile for it. So I definitely have a good chance to get it, but even more importantly is the actual bonus. Free builder and 1 builder for each extra improvement. So the way you can almost translate this directly into production. So every builder of a base cost of 50 gets an extra charge, therefore increasing the number of charges per production you get by 25%? Or I guess when you go from 3 to 4, that's like a 33% increase? Anyway, and the thing is, like, builders are literally the best thing you could ever get for your money in Civ, basically. More important than districts. This is just my opinion. More important than districts. Arguably even more important than settlers for a number of reasons. So having a massive boost to builders is fantastic. It's a very good wonder. Pyramids is a very good wonder. In terms of early game wonders, Stonehenge is very good, but you're never going to get it on Deity. Don't even bother. It's an absolute freak occurrence if you do get it. Hanging Gardens is significantly weaker than either one, but it still can be worth building if it fits comfortably into your build order. Occasionally you'll find yourself in a position where, yeah, I don't really have anything urgent to build. Like I have my builders finished. I'm not going to immediately expand, so I'm just going to, hey, I'll just like take a stab at the Hanging Gardens. And that's kind of how I think of the wonder. Terracotta is, of course, can be very, very good. This one I don't even know yet. Jabal Bakal. It's because it was just added to the game. My impression is that it's quite good. I think it's quite good. If you're going for religious spreading. However, religious spreading is bad, so there's that to consider. But in any case, I'm going to stop yakking and actually hit that next turn button. I was just trying to orient myself, talk about my near-term goals, my long-term goals here. And you know, that said, what would it take? What is that? What is that supposed to be? I don't know. The new patch like added some bugs, which is kind of frustrating. Like I was reading a lot of angry people in forums on the internet complaining about that. They added bugs. It's as if they have they don't do a heck of a lot of quality assurance, which honestly, kind of makes sense to me. It seems like they don't have that many testers or whatever, because there's quite a few bugs that seem very straightforward. For example, if you didn't know, like hoplites are totally glitched, like the Greek unique unit. So it's supposed to be plus 10 strength if they're next to a hoplite. I think they're a cool unit, but the thing is, it's glitched. The hoplite has a permanent plus 10 combat strength. It always, even if the hoplite is alone, it'll say plus 10 strength for having adjacent hoplite. And that's been in the game since last October. And it's like all you have to do is anybody at Firaxis has to play one game as Greece, and then like, they'll see it. Like, are you kidding me? I don't know, man. So this guy's in mortal danger. I need to focus on this. Although actually one last thing I did want to do is purchase a tile for the pyramids, which I think will be one of these. I don't know. The reason I'm pausing is because I'm trying to consider the pyramid bonus, because the way pyramids work, the Nubian pyramid works, as I mentioned in an earlier video, is it gets yield bonuses for being adjacent to certain districts. So if I had like a campus and like an industrial zone or something cool like that, I could get a kind of a powerful tile. As it stands, it's fairly weak. But I don't know about that. I just feel like it's more important for me to focus on the pyramids. And I'm just going to buy the cheapest tile I can, which is desert, which is this one. And that's okay with me. So now I have to decide if I have enough archers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming out. That sounds like quite a substantial amount. I think it's fairly safe. I might whip up one more. Or I could just wait. This is important too. It's always tough, right? You need as many troops as you can get, of course. But at the same time, you don't want to overspend on your military, right? There's other things that are fairly urgent for me here. So look at this. It's only 3 turns to finish that holy site, which is an absolutely useless holy site because I can't get a religion. It's not absolutely useless. I'll go into maybe some detail on that later. But I have 3. It only takes 3 turns, and I have 12 turns till I finish State Workforce, which means I have maybe 6 turns until I have to actually build the finish the holy site. So I think I can squeeze out one more archer. And then basically my goal here is a bazillion archers, because that's basically the bulk of the entire army. And then I'm going to pick up military tradition here, which I queued up to 1 turn. And I'm going to get maneuver, so I can spam chariots as my melee corps. Because, of course, as strong as archers are, they cannot capture cities. And it's also very helpful to surround a city, siege it, as most of you probably know that game mechanic already, is when you surround a city with melee units, it will siege, which means it won't heal. Which, of course, comes quite in handy when you're trying to take cities. Anyway, I have to be really careful about how I maneuver my troops here. So this guy's in mortal danger, so I'm tempted to put him in the city. But I think he'll be safe if I just move him back here. The reason I don't want to move him into the city is because I have this unit, which has plus 10 strength when in a city. So I'd rather they get the plus 10 strength. I'm just going to take pot shots here. Might as well do my best to finish off a unit. So in fact, I could have played this a little bit differently, but I think it's okay. So I'm in a good position here because, I mean, the reason archers just shred up warriors, even powerful warriors, is because of their range advantage. So I'm in a position where I took out his unit, and he cannot retaliate in any way. Didn't take any damage. All his warriors out of range. That's why, if you're going to do war in the ancient era, stick to archers. Don't bother with anything else. If you get swordsmen fast, they can be good. And cavalry are very, very, very good at all times. Melee units, generally though, kind of mediocre. So this guy is now slightly in danger. If you move to the marsh, he'll be in a very weak position in terms of the defense, because you take more damage if you're in marsh. But then only this unit will be able to attack it. And what could work is killing this unit, putting this unit in a weak position, but then killing it so that this guy can't get attacked anyway. So it depends how many shots this takes. It would take about 3 shots. So I definitely could kill it this turn. I think that's going to be my strategy. So it's in the marsh, which is bad. It could get attacked. It could be very nasty if it gets attacked by this warrior. But, of course, if there's no warrior, there's no problem. I'm a little nervous to move any units to this Mercury, because if I kill this guy, what he could do is move this warrior to where that guy was, and move this warrior to onto the pyramid, and then it will be able to double team 1 archer, which is pretty much the only way I see any of my archers dying at this point. So I'm going to play it a little conservative. Going to just take that guy out, as I said, and this guy can take a shot. Take it, shoot it right here. Plus 3 ideal terrain. This will do more damage. It's a bit hard to say. This guy's a little bit of a more threatening position, but this will do more damage. I think I'm going to still shoot this guy. And this person, I could move them down here, because the Nubian archer has 3 movement, and do that. Ta-da. This unit will promote soon, which is a bit frustrating. So it's just going to heal up anyway. It's kind of hard to judge these things. So it's safe to move this unit even further out, because it's not anywhere near these Eagle Warriors. Ooh, I didn't even notice this. Perhaps I should have kept this archer here. It's okay, it's not like it'll be able to insta-kill the city, and it has another archer coming out soon. So yeah, my current strategy is not that different than you do with a lot of civilizations. Where did he get attacked from? I guess this unit here, right? Alright, so we're in a little bit of a sticky situation. Not too bad, though. I don't want any of my units getting attacked. Or if they are attacked, I don't want it to be a low health unit. So I'm going to move this guy up in here. I'm going to try to take out this warrior here. Actually, I could promote, but I'll see. I'll decide. I think you want to promote as fast as possible. But at the same time, if it's the difference between getting a kill or not, save it. Just save it one more turn. Alright, let's see here. I believe it's safe for this guy to go here. It is. Might as well take that shot now. Now the question is, yeah, I think this unit, this character, this unit is safe as well because we can just take out this warrior, and then nothing can strike it. There we go. And I think I'll just promote. Picking garrison because I wanna get the siege promotion, which will help a lot with when I'm taking cities. Because I'm confident that even without the damage promotion, I can defeat his army, and then the only problem for me left will be the walls. But with the siege promotions, shouldn't be too much of a problem at all. Might be able to kill this guy. Maybe not quite. Oh, there we go. Yeah, baby. I think I've killed, what, 6 eagles so far? Haven't lost a single unit yet. So this is the, the power of archers, the power of the Nubian archer especially. So if I bring this Nubian archer here, it will be attacked. But I think I'm okay with that. If it takes 1 hit, it's not too big a deal because it can run all the way back here. And taking a hit as an archer isn't the worst thing if it's in a very strong position. It's not at risk of dying. So if it takes a hit, it's not the worst thing in the world. Because it'll still get experience. Hi. Apparently I am at war with Kumasi. So actually this is a little disconcerting here. I'm considering trying to you can see the power of one buffed up Eagle Warrior. Did it 50 damage, more than that because it healed to my city. One's working. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. The eagle did a tremendous amount of damage to my city. It's kind of scary. Cities without walls fall pretty fast in this game. So what are my priorities right now, apart from warfare? I'm going to pump out some chariots, but I'm going to wait until I finish Holy Site. And so that begs the question, what does my second city want to build? And I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Huizer Ibrim? Trader, very important. Trader is almost as good as a builder, in my opinion. Or it can be about equal. And in this case, it's more important because it'll get us a boost towards a very important technology, which is currency. I also want more builders because I hate having unimproved terrain. But I'm going to wait until I have that policy ready before I do that. Now you could criticize me. If I hadn't bought those tiles, I could have bought a trader. So that might have actually probably been the better move. In fact, I probably still could buy a trader since I have a very large gold income. Which I think comes from a lot from my tiles here. And I think I have an envoy here. Yeah, so I have quite a bit of gold. Could just buy the trader. Let me double check. I'm probably not going to build a granary, but I want to see the cost of the trader. About 210. So it'll take about 4 to 5 turns. 5 turns would be 236. 4 turns, right? Am I wrong? 4 turns? It might be just short of 4 turns. Meh, no, it'll be there. It'll be 4 turns. So that's faster, and I want to get my trader as fast as I can. So I'm actually not going to build it. I'm just going to wait till I accrue enough gold here. So in terms of what instead, you could justify, hey, one more archer. Although I have quite a few. But maybe like on the ground, so there's nothing more important for it to build right now. Maybe walls. But they're not really going to come into play because his army is pretty much defeated. You know what, I'm just going to finish this holy site because although it won't get us a religion, it does have certain benefits, and since once you commit to a district, you can't undo it. So might as well make the most of it. This is a hill, I believe. Hello. Yes. So I'm going to move this right on top of the eagle of this hill. Yes, that puts it in melee range here. But I sort of already committed to this guy getting attacked, but I just realized that's not even going to matter. There you go. See you later. Never mind. One more. And these dudes could just heal up, and we're good to go. This guy's going to come home. That's pretty much his army. Let's check his military score. You can check the military score in the world ranking screen. Domination victory. So Montezuma's strength is still 145. Ours is 174. So he probably has a few more units hanging around. But the thing is, and I maybe somebody can correct me because I would really like to know this for sure. In Civ 5, military score was calculated as it added up the melee strength of all your units. So it was actually slightly misleading because, of course, a Patati archer has 30 range strength, 17 melee strength. But of course, its primary use is its range strength, and in fact, a powerful ranged unit is so much more useful than a powerful melee unit can be off very often. So if it's actually still using only melee strength, this is kind of misleading, because if my combined melee score is higher than Montezuma's, then my army is like astronomically more powerful, because my army is made up of Nubian archers, and his is made up of eagle warriors. So it's looking good. It's looking good for me. Finish that walls, eh? Oh, what is that? Pyramids or Petra? Or a district. It's funny. So you can spy, you know, if you have vision of a city, you can see when they start wonders or whatever, or districts. So I can't quite tell if that's a district or a wonder. I think that's going to be a wonder. I think that's the pyramids. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So I wanted to build the pyramids. So the question then becomes, am I threatened by this? And it's hard to say. So if this was an even game, like a multiplayer, my city is significantly stronger than this city. 3 population, middle of the desert. It's fairly weak. It'll take forever for it to build. My city could build the pyramids much faster, even if it takes 3 more turns to start it. But it's confusing because the AI has like plus 80% bonuses to production or something absurd like that. Maybe it's less than that. I can't recall the exact values. So you can never know for sure. But at the same time, I think I'm going to go for it. I can't remember if it has a bonus to wonder production. That might be one area where it doesn't have a bonus. Can't quite remember. It doesn't seem as though the AI like insta-builds wonders the same way it insta-builds everything else. So we'll see. So I do want to swing by, take out this dude. I'm not sure if I want to keep this city or I want to torch it. It doesn't have Petra. If this had Petra, it would be a dope city. But as it stands, it's kind of mediocre. And I could torch it and resettle down here. Or I could still resettle down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a bit of a tough call. Hills are still okay without Petra. Desert hills, I should say. So it wouldn't be god awful. And I could put a Nubian pyramid. It's a bit hard to say. So, if you didn't notice, I moved this archer out of the city to shoot. The reason being, I didn't want the warrior to continue to attack the city. It was sort of, it's almost like putting a, I don't know, putting a something shiny over here. Like, oh, the AI will be like, oh, I must kill the archer, so it stops attacking my city. Because ironically, it would have had a better chance of just killing my city flat out than it would, than it does now. Because it's just gonna get shot right here. There we go. Oh, has a little bit of health. I don't think it can promote. It's already level 1. Which means it takes longer to get to level 2, obviously. So I don't think they'll be able to promote. It'll probably try to run away. And it will die. And yeah, we're just going to swing around Texoco. I'm probably going to keep it. And we're just going to get this show on the road. So you witness the ability of the archer. I don't know, I want you to pay for this. You don't have any money. Screw you. Get a job. So no, it just suicided. So he does have an archer wandering in. That's adorable, Montezuma. So I'm not going to cross. Although we could... Yeah. If you didn't know, so if obviously rivers slow your movement, it takes 3 movement points to cross a river, or the entirety of your movement pool. So obviously a 2 movement unit can still cross a river. But cities are kind of like roads, like automatic roads. Like, so you can see I'm using 2 movement points to cross because it ignores the river. Like, it's kind of weird. Even though you can't see it, there's like basically a bridge here on this river. It's basically how you think of it. Just a basic thing that maybe not everybody knew about. So I don't want to... I'm going to finish state workforce anyway. Going to swap that off. And I would like to start political philosophy, of course. I don't know. It's a bit of a debate here. Drama and poetry. Might as well. No Pantheon, eh? That's right. I never finished my holy sites. I'm actually going to queue up mysticism though, because I want to queue up like military tradition with 1 turn left, so that I can just have basically a free swap whenever I want it. Like right now, I don't. It's frustrating having this policy here because I don't really want land surveyors at this point. I don't want Edroje. In fact, I might have made a mistake. I might as well just swap out right now because I can start building cavalry units in this city. So perhaps if I hadn't been yakking, I would have observed that faster. So we're going to swoop sort of around this way. Try to set up on these hills here. Of course, it's not too big a deal. This doesn't have walls. It'll be... oh, he's actually building walls. So another little cheat you can do is you can see if walls are being built. You can see like full walls, they're just not up yet because it doesn't have the garrison defense. So I wouldn't be surprised if the wall is finished before we got there, but I'm not too concerned about that. I almost misclicked on this hill. Alright, there we go. It's that easy. So we might not even need cavalry, because we can just beat it down with archers, take it with the warrior. But what I always say, it's really better safe than sorry when you're going to war. It's kind of... you can't really have too many units. It's more like... It's not that you have too many units. It's more like you don't... There might be a more efficient way to spend your production. Let me think here. That's fine. You don't need a holy site. We need chariots, man. Finish the holy site. which will get us a Pantheon sooner or later. Ooh, now you want peace, huh? Adorable. It's funny how, like, you just intuitively anthropomorphize the bots there. Anyway.